we are live.
Karma, do you want me to seriously try to keep track of goals?
I'll also be trying to, but yeah, feel like whatever level of effort you want to put in on that front.
I will put in effort then. The last time I did it, I didn't because it was back alley, and I was like, whatever, I'm chilling out.
But fortunately, this is very front alley, totally legal bingo.
This is super serious.
This is serious.
I am legally
not even
obligated to remind everybody that this is completely upfront regular bingo. No back alleys here.
No back alleys here.
And
this is all sanctioned.
I need to check one thing for both of you guys, because I don't know if either of you are on my spreadsheet.
What does that mean?
Pizzer, the song spreadsheet. No, I don't know. Okay, neither of you submitted songs yet. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm doing a community curated mix on
I put some stuff in
grand
there.
finals. No, you did, but Karma and a guy are open to put in songs if they want.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I haven't thought of anything that
Yeah, you don't have to. It's just like I figured I'd offer. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 submissions already. Nice.
Jeez. Nice.
Vanilla says good luck and have fun. Night, Vanilla.
Oh, thank you, Vanilla.
Thank you, Vanilla.
Oh, man. Pizza submitted songs that I know, which is nice. Make it easier to mix. Let me get your stream open.
You have like a mixing board you're gonna do it all with?
Yeah, I've had a mixer for a long time. A set of decks. A Pioneer DDJ WeGo 2.
Dude, I'm gonna miss the B and C tier games.
Also, I assume that we would rather
Are those going away?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. Go, please, ask a question.
I assume we would rather play with the 1 hour 45 time limit with the tiebreaker going to whoever got their square first.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, just wanted to double check that before I went ahead with that rule.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think I have everything set up here on my end.
I am ready here on my end.
So,
I've got the chat open.
Perfect. I'm going to be doing any of the countdown related stuff in Bingo Sync chat. Would you rather I do just the reveal countdown, or would you rather I do the reveal and the start countdown?
If you could just, well, really just a start is fine. As long as you put start in the chat, that's fine by me.
Okay.
Is that cool with you, John?
Yep.
So
Neither of you guys have music. I gotta put on my own music.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I will count down for reveal, and then when it's go time, I will just say start in the chat.
All right, sounds good. Good luck, have fun.
Yep.
I made the
Same
odds
to you.
ever in my favor.
This will be fun.
All right. See you guys.
Good luck.
I'm writing down all the general goals as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a hot dog. Oh wow, the goal that was in my meme video. It's there. 2 cherry discs.
You know it. Alright. Gonna hit them with the countdown here.
Okay, and off to the races they go.
Alright. If you want to talk about the card, feel free while I wait to start them off.
Sure. Welcome, chat, to Back Alley Bingo League, illegal Bingo League, whatever you want to call it. Not official, what's the word I'm looking for? Sanctioned bingo. The racers are looking over the card right now. Our general goals for the night are 10 bosses in any games. Doesn't matter. We have 8 food items. We have 2 cherry discs, as I already kind of memed about. And lastly, we have a top 3 on 2 leaderboards, which I don't see too often, and I like that one.
Yeah, and even just on that one, between Ninpek, score 16,000 points, and enter a top 3, it's some immediate synergy right there.
Yeah, right away, Dom is going into Alphazar's hat. Pretty quick goal, center square, nice prime real estate there. While Ghost is kind of going for what looks like a more synergistic play, maybe going for the enter the palace with 6 puffins straight into gold disc. That's a 2-for-1. Maybe even a 3-for-1, because you, I mean, get the cherry and get that for Waldorf.
Yeah. And I can always appreciate going for the center square when it's not like a hellishly long goal. This one's like medium-ish length, not too bad.
This is probably like 3 minutes on average, if I was to guess.
Yeah, I guess I say
the stage is pretty short.
Yeah, I guess I say that because, like, in comparison with some of the goals, like, you can beat in the entirety of a gold disc in Night Manor.
Yeah, that's true, right? Night Manor players optimizing their speed run.
Yeah. You gotta save that. You gotta save that 0.4 seconds.
0.00004 seconds.
Right. Yes, yes, of course.
We're not, you know, we haven't found game-breaking tech here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Alphazar one is pretty easy. One thing that not every player, although most of them I think are, not every player might not know that you can make it go a little bit faster if you mash compared to just straight shooting, but it doesn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, you can still get through it pretty quickly, even if you're just holding the fire button.
Oh my god! Oh, we made it back to the platform. Oh, scary. He's about halfway through to the puffin goal, which is quite good, despite having a small reset at the beginning.
Yeah, and the thing that makes this particular goal tricky with Waldorf is that there are only 6 puffins, so you cannot afford to fall at all if you're looking to get all 6 and enter the palace.
Yeah, it is really, really tough, in my opinion, at least. I mean, I think most players are at least pretty decent at Waldorf, but even the most skilled have to, like, you have to play perfectly, essentially, right? So
yeah, it just kind of throws away any of your safety that you might have. Gonna land on this weather vane to stop the wind here. Good save. Josie down, and that is the center square for Dom.
What did I say? Average of 3 minutes, and we're looking at like 250. Boom.
Yeah. Hey Sky, this is completely legal bingo. Just to be clear, very extremely legal.
Yeah.
Hopping up into
There's nothing going on
3. Here. Are we just looking to beat Galbrain here?
Certainly not Joe Pulp, right? That'd be wild.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. There's 2 goals right here. If Dom does intend to stick around for both of them, that would be a double play. But
Joe Pulp is going to take a long time to get to if he does go to the old Joey boy.
At least we're going to get the Galbrain.
Really good stuff to go so far. He's playing it pretty safe. We're seeing the Rainbow Rain.
Oh, right. I should mark a food for Waldorf.
Yeah, fishy.
And
also Dom has a boss,
Yeah. Okay. I'm back to, like, keeping track.
Yes!
Is that
okay,
6?
That's really good.
That is 6?
Yeah, looks like he's gonna mark it off on the board any second now. There we go. Grab a cherry. Great synergy.
Yeah, fantastic. Each of these puffins is worth 3 shells, and then we just need to jump up this column here and grab a few
I really
more.
hope he gets it. Surely you can get 4 and not 3, right?
I think so. Yeah, this should be enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, way more than enough.
Not a problem. That's a cherry. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that now, but I will revert it if he if he resets.
That was really sweet. Honestly, very good ability to, like, seriously, Ghost. That's some serious synergy, dude. You get the Waldorf one, you get the gold disc one. You already have progress towards 2 cherry discs.
I didn't even notice
That's
the
wild.
gold disc right there. There's so much synergy in this card. What the heck?
Yeah, it's wild.
Now for onion
and into onion delivery we go.
Yeah.
Another very quick goal. Actually, Ghost This is like a very solid column 2 if you want to push this. The longest goal was Mooncat Gold Disc, and that is not even that bad.
Yeah.
The food item one is pretty slick, and that Overgrow one, although it is difficult, if you're moderately comfortable in Magic Garden, that's a 1 minute square, 2 minute square, something like that.
That is a second boss for Dom, and a square.
On first try, I should say.
What are we looking for in onion? Oh, 10 onions in a single day. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's going to stick around for Joe Pulp. I'm very curious. I'm thinking probably yes.
Yeah.
But
and that does at least...
I could also see a no.
Yeah. Does at least also block off row 2, because even if you're not going to be able to get that entire column... Yeah, it looks like we're sticking... yeah, we're sticking around.
Yep.
Readings
from Zoldath. Stay tuned.
Up to 6 deliveries now for a ghost.
Damn, no issues in onion delivery whatsoever.
Oh.
I say that and now immediately. Immediately. We're good.
We're good. See, no issues.
I don't think I've been in that parking lot area in a long time.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Smartly picking up the time boxes to keep time going, because as soon as you hit overtime, you don't get any additional time from deliveries.
I still think I'm the only player that has ever complained about this, but I genuinely... one of the hardest parts about onion delivery, I'm not being like hyperbolic, don't make fun of me, this is... it is the fact that when you do the final day, there's a banner at the bottom of the screen. I know it's kind of silly. That banner messes with my ability to like move downwards more than I care to admit. But I don't think most players have that issue. That's like a me thing.
Which banner?
You know how it says, like, at the bottom, it'll scroll the text at the bottom that's like, day complete, like, go do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, when you deliver the 5th delivery, there's a banner at the bottom that says, like, you know, your day is over, head back. And you have to get your 6th delivery to make it go away.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's 10 onions in a day. Hopping over to clear out a shop in Velgris. We'll be curious to see if we're going to try and get a cherry here. This is a relatively quick cherry if you do get it first try, but if nothing else, it's at least a good place to grab the shop square.
Nice of the star platform there. I don't know 100% if you want to do that with the shop one, but
might just
I don't think he passed too many like, coin blocks. It's kind of like random, right? Because you gotta... Sometimes there'll be like 2 10s and a 5. There'll be like a 20. Sometimes you see the triple jump.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Dom took a death at some point. Hopefully doesn't matter too much. Robo-poke is a pain in the butt, but you just gotta go slow and steady.
Yep. And just don't lose focus. Ooh, taking a death in Velgris. Unfortunate. Might be a blessing in disguise, depending on how obnoxious the money skipped from that jump star was.
You know, I've talked to a couple players, Val I know is one that comes to mind, who actually don't like using the star pads because they find that sometimes the way they shoot you out can put you in an awkward position.
Yeah.
I kind of get that. I personally still love them, but I kind of like sort of like snarked at that notion at first, but it actually is kind of true. There have been times when I use a jump pad and it spits me out and I'm like, oh, there's like nothing to land on.
It absolutely can happen. Definitely not taking the cherry path here, just focusing on getting as many coins as possible. +1 boss for Dom, made sure to mark that. We're going to be heading into stage 3 here to beat Joe Pulp.
So by the time Dom is done with Joe Pulp, he'll be at 4 bosses, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. Almost halfway through the boss one already.
Yeah.
Just inadvertently. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Beautiful.
See, you get the 10, the 10, and the 15. Boom. Getting
some presents there on row 4.
These are both really quick, because he has half of the cherry disc one. That Nimpek one is very quick, and Vanger...
He looks like we're picking up the other cherry. Buzz Lightyear!
Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. CO is backing me up. They're saying, I've never seen that parking lot in Onion Delivery, right? I was like...
I don't think I have either.
Were you? It must just purely be like a bait dead end.
Yeah,
else.
I don't think there's any other reason to go in there.
The game does that a lot. You know, when you first learn it, I remember constantly being like, bro, they put so many dead ends just to bait me here.
Yeah, Onion Delivery for me got so much more fun when I just opened up a map and looked at the city.
True.
I just relieved myself of the stress.
What helped me was not looking at the radar, because I actually found myself being like, oh my god, this is just like real life driving. I gotta look at the radar, then look at the road, then look at the radar, then look at the road. And I was like, you know, if I just try, even though it's gonna suck and take a bit, if I like try to commit it to memory, I'd rather commit it to memory than constantly be like looking back and forth with my eyes. But you know, you do what you need to do.
Ooh, okay, so Dom on the boss, but something I just now noticed, we didn't take an intentional full death to reset at the beginning of the stage.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's fine, because Joe Pulp is like...
Yeah, Joe
this game to me is
but...
is kind of the poster child for some of the strange bouncing in the UFO 50 sometimes. Like, Joe Pulp is so easy. It's wild to me. I feel like he should have been the first boss, but...
Choosing not to mark it just yet, hopping into Ninpak. As soon as we get a sandwich here, I'll make sure to mark that.
This is actually... I would say this seems like not the worst play from Dom in this delay, because he knows that he's marked a square, so he knows that Ghost sees it, and Ghost probably is not thinking, like, oh, surely he's going to be picking off that Campanella 3 square at some point. Then you kind of keep him guessing. Now he's on the guessing game, like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. And Campanella 3 is not a game you can just go and snipe.
Yeah.
If this was a snipeable game, that would be, like, way scarier. But thankfully it's Camp 3, so like it's a slow auto scroller, so he's not putting too much on the line by delaying this.
Yeah, maybe trying to give like the impression of oh no, I'm struggling with Campanella 3. You have so much time.
Oh please, oh no, I died on Joe Pulp. Oh no.
Oh no, I game overed and now I'm pivoting to something and I have no idea what that pivot would be. No.
You better hope it's not Mortal 2 though. We didn't point out, by the way, yet there is also the activate all the switches one. I don't think we're doing it because we're obviously oh my god, we're beelining for the goal. I didn't see that before. Is this the faster strat where you go underneath the fly nest?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I've been too scared to do that. I usually blow up the nest.
Yeah, same. I usually at least put platforms below.
Shoutouts to UFO.
UFO. Now, unfortunately, the third sandwich in the row, while it does give you a gift, it does not count towards more food items. Not that that's what Dom is going for.
Yes. I feel like a dummy because I called them burgers my entire time, but they are a sandwich, I think. And they call it the sandwich, so.
And yeah, Ben, I don't think it's worth the time save for like a bingo or a marathon setting. Like if you're doing a record attempt, then sure, but that is a boss for a ghost. And that is also the 2 cherries.
Hoagies.
Ooh, double Ninpak. Ooh.
I mean, you know, they're bread with some lettuce on it. It could be whatever. But they do call it a sandwich.
This will also be a food item again for a ghost.
I haven't heard the word hoagies since I lived in Pennsylvania.
With the speed that this game goes at, too, it's gonna take a bit for this snipe to happen. But hopefully this will be some good time to check options for a ghost while catching up.
This is going to be kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of do have to focus a little bit in Impact too.
Very good proactively, though, you know, from Dom to do this.
Yeah.
Good stuff, because, like, dang, Ghost just kind of came out swinging.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Primo Hoagies, which was my favorite sandwich place. Probably the only place I really liked to eat at when I lived there, honestly. It did not... One of the reasons I moved back to Rhode Island is because I hated the food in PA. It just was, like, crying looking for good local spots. And they were okay, but...
Yeah.
I wasn't in a spot where I had good ones, personally.
Bummer.
Oh, well.
This is definitely, like, a good spot for Dom to be in, keeping Dom alive, despite being at least visibly down 3 squares, technically down 2.
Yeah, I never went into Philly. I lived in, oh my god, forget it, Levittown, which is near Trenton, New Jersey. I was, like, closer to New Jersey, and I guess we were close to Philly by train. But I never went to the city because I was like, I don't want to pay to travel. And that area was miserable. My god, you can't go on the highways. You gotta pay tolls to go anywhere. It's like... Oh, not a fan. Made me want to cry.
Ooh. Now, this could be devastating for Dom. Dom's gonna need to, like, focus on staying alive here. Out of,
Oh, you're right. Oh, he's down to 0 lives. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Like, this will
Holy
still
moly.
be enough for a top 3 if something bad does happen, but you really don't want to drop this square and go into a Vanger race right now.
If that does happen, though, too, I mean, I hate to like, jinx it, but, like, I hope he doesn't just die and immediately reset out of, like, reaction.
Yeah. The classic, I mean, the literal thing you pointed out in your, shitpost
Yup,
video.
yeah.
Getting
Literally.
a top 3 and then not putting it in the leaderboards.
Yeah, I didn't pick Nimpact just for no reason, because I was like, I feel like this is the one that most commonly happens with.
Yeah. Just need to get another couple thousand points here. Playing it nice
Left
and
only
safe.
okay to visit. Yeah. It's okay for that, and it has a lot of interesting historical significance, but other than that...
Okay, should be
wasn't
able
a
to
fan.
get it in this bonus section here. I actually forget how many points you need per extra life.
I don't know. I'm not good with that stuff. I just play the game and
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
go.
Alright, there's the square. And
Okay.
then now die. Now die.
I was like, oh, thank God, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That is a leaderboard once we enter it. Good job, Dom.
My heart stopped for a second.
Now let's see if a ghost notices it.
Okay, so they, Dom, I believe, has 1 food. Ghost is at 2 right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
2 for
Campanella.
Ghost. Yeah, that's what I have marked.
Campanella time. Are we looking for the top score, maybe, to start getting a block on that bottom row?
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe boss, too? There's a couple things you can do here.
Yeah, definitely a good source of bosses here.
Well, basically, Smo, Levittown is like, I don't know, there's just like nothing there. There wasn't very much interesting going on. The most interesting thing that happened in my day-to-day life was like there was a park down the road. Or a trail, I should say, not a park. Food Square does look pretty nice, right? I like the Food Square in general.
And it's a good reason to hop into Combat Ants.
Yup. Which, there is Beat Surprise on here.
Uh-huh. Ooh, yep. A ghost now taking a look at the board situation here.
Well, you gotta put in, at least put in the score.
Yeah. You have enough for the top 3. At least get that in.
Oh, what are you doing? Is he saying anything?
Nope, just thinking, it looks like.
Maybe he's pulling up the resources or like personal documents.
Yeah, taking the deaths now. Like,
Okay, we're good. Whew.
is going to get oh, no, that looked in... Wait, why would you dodge that if you're taking the deaths? No, I want to take this death.
Well, game over. Okay, we got there. I don't want to presume too much, but I think it's safe to say that if either of these players were huge Magic Garden heads, they would probably have gone into Overgrow by now. So, if that's worth anything, I don't think we're seeing Overgrow for a while.
So, it all comes down to, can a ghost get a high score or a top 3 in Star Wasper before...
This is tough. Because on average, you're going to get it on stage 2.
Yeah.
And I believe top 3 for Campanella. I should have my resource doc open. What is it? Is it 16k? It is...
It's like 15 or 16, yeah.
It is 15.
Okay.
15k, yep. Okay. I always forget. It's like there's so many numbers.
Yeah, this should be going to Dom.
Yeah, unless he makes some kind of wild, egregious error and dies like 12 times in a row.
And actually, if Dom grabs this, then the square count will be tied up.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the 10x multiplier, but then taking a real quick death. Ooh, dropping out of there. Okay, heading into Magic Garden. Just gonna do regular Magic Garden probably for points.
The top 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, this might have been doable if this was the game that Ghost went into before Star Wasper, but
Dom, don't forget to actually get the score. Oh, I see.
Alt tab, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another boss for Dom as well. That puts him up to 5 bosses.
Sure does.
And he is only 1 hit away from getting the leaderboard here. There we go.
And now we just need to die 13 times. Bleh.
Okay.
Bleh. Okay, I won't do that for every single death.
This is the most annoying part, huh?
Yeah.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Almost there.
So, a ghost started off pretty strong here, but Dom is clawing back a lot of ground immediately in a row, and that is cutting off so much momentum. If I'm in the ghost shoes right now, I don't know where I'm going necessarily.
Yeah, the last 2 plays have been very, very defensive and sort of starting to turn the tides a little bit to keep Ghost on the back foot. We're going into Mooncat, possibly.
Get that gold disc.
For a gold disc and a boss. I'm surprised. Mooncat gold disc?
The bunny rod isn't too bad. And it does attack column 2.
That's true. I don't know the average time of a Mooncat gold. Maybe like 10 minutes, maybe less than that.
It's less than that if you're practiced in the bunny route for sure.
I just learned last week how to do the air dash thing.
Oh.
I was not doing it until because I didn't know how to do it. I thought you pressed down, then right, then down at the same time, but now it's just double hit the direction you're trying to dash in.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going through it. He's moving.
Yeah, Ghost needs to go back into the quick matches. Yeah, you just double tap in the air. Or if you're looking to do
we're out of there.
The slide into a jump.
Oh, Mooncat race! Mooncat race!
Now, a Ghost is
unfortunately
behind here on this. So it really is up to whether Dom can keep pace up or not. Dom is looking pretty strong here in Mooncat.
Yeah, I didn't know he knew the Schmoove cat.
Good bounce up to the upper level. Into the portal. Yeah, 3 snipes in a row. You gotta feel for a ghost here.
This is not always true, but I do like to think of snipes, and this might sound kind of weird, in a positive light sometimes, in the sense that, like, it can tell you that both players, and again, this is not always true, it can tell you that both players have a similar assessment on what goals are, like,
important,
appropriate at the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Like, so, although it obviously sucks for one of the players, at least it tells you that, like, you know, oh, we're both going for the same thing, we have a similar thought process on how to evaluate this board. Again, not always the case. You can snipe someone on frickin' like a great example right now. I don't know if Mooncat Gold Disc is necessarily the move in the column right now, but they're doing it, and Dom is probably gonna get ahead on Ghost because of this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see the silver linings, but it does feel bad.
Yeah. Both players still dropping some pretty mean Mooncat here, though. Like...
Yeah, I'm not very good at Mooncat, because I just don't remember a lot of it. It's a really great game, it, for me, is not one I want to grind. But there are people that love it, there are people that love the movement, especially.
I love the movement in this game. It's one of those things where you really don't expect it to feel as good as it does, but then you like start dashing around, you start like doing your air jumps from a slide, and it's just like, wait a minute, this game rips.
This game rips, is true. I do like it a lot. It's one of the few games that, like, it's gonna sound very pretentious, but it's just true, it's how I feel. It's such a beautiful artistic game that I want it still to feel like that to me, and if I like overplay it too much, it's probably going to take a little bit of the luster away for me. But I just see this game as such like a beautiful, like, it's like a painting. It's just very nice. I really like it.
It is beautifully weird. Like, there's nothing like watching somebody open Mooncat for the first time, pressing buttons, watching them be confused about the movement, opening up the control list and being like, wait, what? And then when it finally connects, they're just like, oh.
Yeah, and even the character itself, right? Like, you know, the number one thing people hear, like, what is Mooncat? What is this game about? Blah, 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 blah.
Mooncat.
And, like, you know, it's just a nice, interesting game that you can interpret and fill in the blanks as you see fit. All you gotta know is Mooncat is a weird little dude, and because he is so confusing and the controls are so confusing, it really gives you this alienated feeling. And combine that with the, you know, the control scheme, and you're cooking.
You know, on that note of this being Dom's Mooncat race to lose here, Bunny Boss giving Dom a little bit of trouble. This could be a Ghost's opportunity to catch up if a Ghost is comfortable with the quick kill on the bunny.
That's true.
Because a Ghost is right on Dom's tail. Just needs to get through this portal and then through the next screen.
Oh my god.
You
were so right, because,
really
like, this is
exciting.
tightening up.
Yeah.
Oh, the double jump.
Like, I've been watching Dom's point of view here a little bit more, but, like, a Ghost has been very steadily catching up.
Yeah, just slowly through the spiky teethy. Oh my god!
Good save.
These should be good. There we go. Oh my god, that was terrifying.
Oh my god.
Oh, Dom jumping into the rabbit again.
We're gonna have them
back on
basically starting right here. Does a Ghost have the quick kill? I think a Ghost is gonna take this.
This is wild. What? Yeah, he's got the movement. He's got the knowledge. And somehow dodging that. That was incredible. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh my god, this is wild. Oh, I feel so bad for Dom, but Ghost is gonna be so souped with himself. That's it. That's he's dead.
now needs to make sure to mark the square right away once it shows up.
Yeah, please.
Don't delay this one.
He did it. Okay. Oh my god. That's a boss for Ghost on the board.
You can see
Another
that
one.
pausing there. Just like, no.
Dude! And Dom has not realized it quite yet.
Probably sticking
That's a
around
bummer.
for the boss, I think. I saw the pausing, and that looked like frustrated pausing.
We're not going for the food or overgrow. Well, we really don't want to do overgrow.
Okay, so we're hopping into Caramel Caramel to just beat stage 1.
Yeah, beat the egg.
I comment on this like nearly every time Caramel Caramel comes up, but the difficulty curve in this game is like very
It's very
shallow.
weird. Yeah.
Because like the game starts off pretty challenging. It's another boss.
Yeah, I think you summed it up right. Because there's a lot of games in UFO 50 that Derek Yu has, in specific, has openly talked about in the Eggplant podcast, where he says that, and if anybody is hearing this for the first time, this might give you like an aha moment, like it did me. He explained how he really prefers to balance games with the harder point towards the mid to 3/4 part, because he finds that for him as a player, he likes it more because you feel like you're exhausted and kind of burnt out by the end.
Yeah.
And you find that all over the place in UFO 50. A lot of these games have a pretty like bell curve difficulty curve as opposed to a straight linear one. Caramel Caramel is like, mostly flat with a very slight incline as it goes. Incredibly minor.
Also, CO, Dom did not quit out too early, just was sticking around to defeat the boss. Did not need the gold disc there.
And yeah, thank God when I was yapping, chat was doing my job for me, explaining that we are in Overgrow. Thank God, we're saving oppies.
But yeah, I agree with the comment on middle being a good spot to put your more higher difficulty stuff.
It's interesting.
I guess it also depends on like the structure of your game, like if you're expected to do the entire thing in one go kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny that he said all that, and yet he made Spelunky 2, which has one of the hardest endgame challenges in any game.
Just beat 99 levels, funny. Don't worry about it.
Although, to his credit, I guess that still aligns with his philosophy, because he also was like, yeah, we didn't test that very much. Like, we just kind of made it and put it in the game. Like, none of the devs beat it, so... Hell, I don't think the devs even beat the true ending in Spelunky 2.
It's just one of those things
where crazy.
You know people are just gonna get good enough at it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
The egg here is pretty tricky just with how many projectiles it shoots out here. There's a lot of different things to be keeping track of and different angles that things fly at.
I love Caramel Caramel so much. I really like Star Wasper too, and I've gone on record saying this on nearly every cast that the game appears, but Star Wasper is very sloppy kind of shmup in a lot of... in the sense of a lot of like contemporary and traditional shmup design, but Caramel Caramel is kind of the opposite. This is actually a really good first stage for a horizontal shooter, and controversially, probably my favorite part about it might be the most frustrating for players is that it doesn't have checkpoints.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong, but that reads to me as a very deliberate design decision. That is very common in horizontal shooters, and fantastic stuff. Another boss killing the egg. First try, right?
Yeah. Dom also very smartly going for food items right now. I don't think we picked up any since I last checked. Ooh, now we have a ghost going into Overgrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that Dom didn't stick it out. It could be a hard one. It feels like you can get to 25 oppies, and the second 25 oppies happens, the game shoots up like twice in difficulty, but...
Okay, we got the meat printer here in Zoldath, so that should be another piece of food for Dom. I think my food count is correct here.
What do you have him at?
Just popped into Waldorf really quickly for the second piece of food, to my understanding. I have 2
for Dom,
2.
You're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And then my bosses right now are 3 to 6.
Wow, your boss doesn't work very long. That was a bad joke.
There's the meat.
Okay, at 23, this is where it really starts to get kind of scary, but not too bad. Getting pretty lucky with the...
That is 25,
Moppy placement.
27. Just need one
Wow, this is
more
nice.
Moppy. Just gonna
Oh, they're
need
being
to
very
run
nice to
for
him.
it. Boom,
Boom.
that's 30.
Oh! That's a square. Okay, now you're scared. Thank God Dom is in combat ants, because you're gonna get the food right away to start going on this, but...
Yeah. Food race time.
Oh my goodness, this is kind of scary. I'm telling you, this column 2 was like... It's the line.
4 now for Dom. Oh, okay, I see Kick Club highlighted. I'm pretty sure Dom got Summon Kick Club.
Oh, no, Camp 2. Camp 2. For the bubblegum?
For the bubblegum.
That's
It's gonna
fair.
be 3 for a ghost.
The gum ain't bad, but this is one of the slower ones. I don't think I have this in my...
I guess it's
What's
not
it called?
too bad
In
if
my
you find
personal
a
notes.
Cave really quickly.
Yeah, like he just did.
Wait, oh, I
Like, super
see.
quick.
Taking some damage on purpose to be able to pick it up. Oh, taking more damage on purpose.
Does it not let you do that if you have full HP?
I actually have no idea. I assume that's what that was for. Food number 4 in camouflage there.
Yeah,
Gotta
interesting.
be
Maybe
really
maybe
careful to not get hit by these mines. That's the gum.
that's the gum. He did get very lucky. I think that was the first red cave he went in, and he got it.
Mm-hmm. A ghost only 2 pieces of food behind.
I guess that wasn't too bad. I guess it's very RNG heavy, but I would prefer Camp 2 over Rock On if I could always get the first cave, but
Yeah.
that's not always the case.
Skip the cutscene. We did it. It's gonna be
The Rock On
5.
opening cutscene music goes so hard.
Cook the chicken. Okay, both players going into Rock On.
Oh, maybe this one is really quick. Because I guess the
Yeah.
round does not last long.
You just let the wave pass, and then the chicken cooks as long as you put a fire next to it.
And boom.
7 pieces of food, to my understanding.
Oh, this is going to be so big for Dom right now, because, like...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Definitely
Scary.
needed a break against this bingo. And that means we get more bingo. Not that I'm rooting
Woo!
for either player in particular, I just like it when we have more bingo.
Yeah, I like yapping. I'm here for it. Let's go grab some dim sum.
Should be 6 now. For a ghost.
I always open up Cyber Owls for the food one, and I always tell myself I'm going to go into Congo, and then I go into Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like Congo is probably faster, but this is very
I
quick.
think
too.
so too. That should be 8 now, and it's marked. The
Oh,
block
thank
is
God.
done, and a ghost notices immediately. Where are we moving
Yeah,
to? Hyper contender.
Beautiful. Great. Yeah, start on row 2. I mean, you can block the column 1 and start going. He has 2 squares towards row 2. Like,
Fantastic choice here from Dom.
great.
And amazing what the heck? A ghost is just immediately making the correct move here in going to Mortal 2 to activate all of the switches.
Yeah. And you know what? I kind of meme about this, but sometimes I wonder how much it actually plays into stuff. He did have it undusted. So, you know?
It's just I don't know if a ghost was expecting Dom to go for Hyper Contender, but if you're looking at this board from a ghost's point of view, you look at Hyper Contender and you're like, oh, I can attack column 1 maybe.
And the
then-
Hyper Contender one, this one is one of the ones I think is slightly better than how it reads.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always scared to try it, but whenever I end up doing Hyper Contender, it's not as bad as I think.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it though. I just play Voltana. That's it. Whew. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is over half the board checked off, and there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to see if there's more. There's at least 4 bingos available still.
I think my count matches with that.
Yeah. Wild. The diagonals are no go anymore, but
Yeah.
you got column 4, you got row 2, you got column 5, and you got column 1.
This is some really strong Hyper Contender play, too. Very confidently keeping opponents locked down here.
So yeah, was the Hyper Contender very hard? Is that the hyper difficulty one? Because I agree, it is very hard, but I think I practiced it a little bit and I got more consistent with it. Because I think Smo said in a call once that the strat is to just play like an absolute boo-boo baby pansy and just like sit in the corner and play completely defensively. Kind of like how I played Rob in Smash 4, but
one more round
once
here.
I did that, I was like, you know, this is pretty sweet actually. If I just kind of play keep away and let them fight with each other.
Yeah.
It's still hard though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like I've lost it
I
in the
think
middle of the game
character
before.
selection also matters a bit because there are some characters that are like better suited for taking on multiple characters at once. Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Wreck causing a few problems.
Rek is kind of a bastard.
It's one of those things where she's like not too bad if you're like fighting her, or like if you're... Sorry, trying to correct myself here. She's weird to play if you're trying to play her yourself, but for some reason, the computer opponents are just absolutely incredible with her.
Yeah, they're cracked at everybody. They did put in the rings to prevent camping from the original
Ooh, yeah, okay, that was it.
game mode, but that was because the original game mode was a you know, you couldn't trade points back and forth, and also, you know, 3 people. You're used to fighting 1-on-1, not 1v1v1.
So a ghost is now kind of slowing down here a little bit. If Dom is confident in getting to the switches quickly, I didn't notice if we hit the both of the lower switches, or just we're working on our second one now.
For
a ghost.
which player, both or for Ghost? I'm not sure. I've been looking at Dom for the past minute. Sorry.
I think a ghost is only on second right now. Yeah, only the
Like
lower
this would be
levels.
his second, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Oh, okay.
Just fall, buddy. Woo.
Badoo.
Ba-ding.
Very iconic die sound in Mortal 2.
That is so true, Kitty, because, like, my god. Enemy AI Donkus is, like, absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
He's a total Sigma. I get why everybody wants to do foul things to him.
Your hyper contender in the bingo slander was quite accurate.
It goes for me, too. Donkus is the boy.
How can you
He's
not
awesome.
love Donkus?
I was surprised, though, when I Googled pictures of Donkus, I couldn't find any that came up. Like, I was Googling, like, Hyper Contender Donkus, like, UFO 50 Donkus, and, like, a picture of him wasn't coming up, and I was like, wow, this community has failed me. Somebody's gonna go out there and start flooding the Google results with that. No, I don't. Is Ghost looking up the last switch? No, right?
Did we hit this one? No, we didn't. Oh wait, no, I got their views mixed up.
Flagrant. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Donkus. Yeah. I wanna get a cameo of Jonah Hill to say that.
Hey, drop a portal or
So,
die.
you're the donk I've heard about.
1-800-ARE-YOU-DONKUS? Kind of a rough spot here for a ghost. I think, as revenge for the Mooncat snipe earlier, we might be seeing a reverse snipe here? I say reverse snipe as if, like, the direction matters. It's still a snipe.
A snipe is a snipe, it's true.
Yeah.
Is he okay? Ghost, don't cry. Just play the game.
This is looking like it's gonna turn into a Mortal Open Tomb race. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I know, if this happens, that's wild. It's like a complete flip-flop.
Yeah, this is one of those goals where, like, if you don't know, it can be devastating. And now the bonus of Dom immediately having this is...
Yep. Oh boy. Terminal time, yep. Open tomb. Let's
immediately
go.
knows to open up the terminal, whereas Ghost is having to react to it. So while it might not be, like, a gigantic advantage, it still is an advantage. So it now comes down to a World 2 race in Mortal 1.
Show me the parachute jumps. Yeah, we can't get away from the word mortal and the number 2.
Game where you sacrifice dudes.
I asked someone this yesterday. What game would you be the most excited for the sequels that they were pitching? Because for me, it's easily Rakshasa 2. I would kill to play Rakshasa 2.
Enhanced revival mechanics, reincarnation mechanics.
Reincarnation mechanics, yeah.
I may have replayed Miasma Tower today, just because, like, it was one of those things
nice.
that I hadn't touched in a hot minute.
I don't know if I'll be able to go back to it for a while, because I cried when I played that, like, Miasma Tower the first time. It made me tear up.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I also waited until I got every cherry, and I did all 49 cherries and saved Cyber Owls to undust for my last game, so I did that, and then I went straight into Miasma Tower, so it was a very, like, it was a very emotional experience.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Party House 2 would be sick. Crazy
Party House 2
Onion
would be
delivery. I'd love to see...
What's another one they talked about?
I don't think Valbrace had any talk in the game of any, like, sequels, but goddamn, if I ever had, like, Valbrace but more, I would be so happy.
It is like the... Oh my god, it is... I should know where it sits on my tier list. It's in my top 5. I think it's number 3 for me. My third favorite game. My favorite game is Pilot Quest. My second favorite is Camp 2. And my third favorite, I believe, is Valbrace. Or Devilition. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
Valbrace is like... Oh my god. Valbrace gave me the most, like... My mind was constantly blown playing that game, and I kept asking myself, how did nobody do this yet? How did nobody do this yet? How did nobody do Punch-Out Dungeon Crawler? This is the coolest idea I've ever seen in my life.
For sure. I think the other thing is just, like, the bosses in that game are so cool, and I wish there were more.
Yep, I agree. It's so cool.
Dom coming up on the end of this level?
A Ghost is doing pretty good keeping the pace, though.
Yeah.
He has slightly more lives, I think. Oh no, he's slightly less. Thank you, Discord, for the live icon over the stream that's currently moving. Like, yeah, I know it's live.
Yeah. Just a marker that says not live. Dead. Even.
Yeah, like, come on. It's true, those are lives. Yup. That's what it's telling us. These are the lives.
Going into 2B now for a Ghost as well.
Dang. Actually pretty close. I thought Ghost would be a little bit farther behind, but he's... Obviously, he is at a deficit, but, like, not too bad.
Ooh, oh, okay, no, we did bomb that to light that up.
Light the Koopas on fire.
The big charge and jerks.
I mentioned this before on stream, but when I played Mortal for the first time, I don't know if this is intentional or not. This is just my headcanon, but I thought this game was supposed to be like a pastiche of Mario because the guy is the same color scheme, and I thought the pig guys were like the Goombas and the turtle guys were supposed to be the Koopas.
Incredible.
Not like directly inspired, you know, but just like, oh, I could see the game devs, maybe this was the game where they were like, you know, we want to make a 2D side-scroller, like a straightforward one. So, like, how do we do it? Well, what would we do for our version of Mario in an alternate universe?
Super Mortolio Bros.
You know? And especially with, like, the theming of lives and stuff, you know, you go down instead of going up in lives. You know, could be completely unfounded, but I like to think of it because it's kind of cute.
Yeah, what's
Just
your
make a
favorite
bigger
Campanella
mouse.
2 track?
Corpelio.
Yeah. Same.
I mean,
Mostly
it's really
asking-
hard.
Because Croupelia just came up on my stream.
Oh, sweet. Let's go. I really like Corpelia. I actually really like the temple music, too.
Yeah. It's a little
It's very-
goofy, but it's fitting.
It's very atmospheric, right? It's
Yeah.
like the sort of syncopated drum patterns and everything really give it this like old ancient tribal sort of feeling that's really, really cool. It gives me a nice vibe,
Yeah.
combined with the fact that it's like a ghost town. It really reads like lost civilization.
Dom completing another level just needs one more, and I think that'll be it for bingo.
This the move over, Mario. Wow, is it really gonna just like that? Just the reverse?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Dom starting out with the early game. Well, okay, no. A ghost had the early game pressure. Dom threatened the bingo. Ghost blocked it. Ghost threatened the bingo. Dom blocked it. Dom threatened it. And looks to be about ready to secure it. Like,
Oh
that
my
is
God,
my
this
synopsis
Koopa.
of this match.
I wonder if you can parachute jump over him here.
Ah, that's...
He's trying.
Honestly, at this point, might just be best to... Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Burned up. Here we go.
I did not expect that fire thing to hit the Koopa's head, but you're learning something new. Hey,
It's always one of the best parts of bingo, and just watching other people play UFO 50 in general, but bingo has been kind of a prime location for it.
I learned so much new stuff. Like every game, almost
Yeah.
like no hyperbole. Even if it's not useful, just tiny details. I didn't notice in ping golf yesterday, the wooden bridges, they didn't have to do this, but they did. They have like little different textures. There are some of the, what I would describe as like the logs of the bridge are a little bit more dilapidated than the others. I never noticed that. Played the game for like 100 trillion hours in like ping golf alone. I never noticed that detail.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have 30 more lives than we started with here. So I think this entire game is moot.
True. We need to at least have 30 or more additional lives.
Uh-huh.
He's getting low on lives, though, over here.
Oh, yeah. I think that says 5
I mean-
right now, yeah?
This is not 100% free, even though he's right there.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
have to actually secure.
Okay, I think it might be. This might be it.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I think that'll do it.
stop the timer, and...
That didn't feel like an
GG.
hour. What? That felt like 30 minutes.
Right?
That's crazy.
That
1, 2, 3, 4,
flew
5,
right
6,
on
7,
by.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 squares in under an hour.
Yeah.
Dom, you're a lucky son of a gun. You got the reverse bingo.
That was...
I can't believe it.
I'm waiting for a ghost to unmute, but I just want to comment on how fantastic... Okay, yeah, there we go. Amazing match, you two.
GG's.
Oh man, that was crazy.
That was wild, man. Dom, you are good at this game. Anyone ever tell you that?
You're both.
I put you in the mortal corner. Once you get in the mortal corner, it's over.
That's what I. Unfortunately, I do know that about you, and I happen to be afraid of the mortal corner. And as soon as I was like, I need to get like this 8 food items, and then I don't even need to worry about this. And then I'm like, Mortal 2, activate all switches, and not my bag. And then as soon as we get to Mortal Open Tomb, I'm like, okay, GG's.
But you guys both were kind of cracked. So you, we have to tell you this right now. Karma, tell them what was going on with Mooncat, because that was insane.
Oh my god, yeah, the Mooncat race was incredible. Like, you were both playing amazingly through Mooncat, honestly. And then just like the boss bullied Dom just a little bit more.
Oh, thank God.
And like,
yeah, it was wild.
Although
I've waited my whole life to have someone tell me I was good at Mooncat.
No,
Thank
you
Karma.
guys are both tearing through Mooncat. Like, I was genuinely impressed with how quickly you both were going through the screens, and like, you know, I had completely just thought, okay, this is probably over, but then just you kept up the pace, Ghost.
Well,
and
I'm
it
glad
just
to hear it. I was worried that was going to be a waste of time, to be honest, going into Mooncat. But I didn't even know we were racing.
Well, we were scared too. We were like, oh my god. But then it just, and Dom was playing very, very well. You just, like, did you first try the boss?
I did, yes.
Yeah, that's what did it. You just went in. At one point, you guys were both starting up the boss at the same time, and then you just absolutely
my gosh.
annihilated it.
Terrifying.
It was crazy. You were playing from behind and then got the square.
Yep. I'll tell you
I
what.
got so nervous because I knew that you were in Mooncat. I just had that spidey sense that was happening.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I wish I had the Spidey sense for, that you were in Ninpek. That dude. So tell me what happened there. So did you red robot my ass? Did you go beat Joe Pulp and then mark off that when you marked off the Ninpek square?
Yep.
Yep.
You. Never.
When you watch that meme video I made, look out for the Angry Bird one, because I based that one off of Dom.
Aw.
Yeah. Can we talk about the flex of getting the pallets with 6 puffins right at the start?
Yeah.
That was crazy. His synergy was off the charts. He got the palace, he got the cherry disc, he got the freaking
And
the
cherry?
Waldorf Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cherried it. Yeah.
Yep. I happened to be playing some Waldorf just casually right before the game, so I was locked into that damn walrus.
Oh god, this is Elvis sentence.
God.
Was Velcris your other one?
Yeah. No, wait, no. My other one was Mortal 2.
Mortal 2.
Okay, that's what I figured you would have done.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Mortal...
you wouldn't go for the Switch?
Yeah. You would think if I knew where the switches were. Catch my ass on my
two of them are?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. But look at me on my phone in the middle of this trying to figure out where the switches are in Mortal 2.
Yeah.
So you're probably missing the one that Dom got last, which is the one in the middle to the right.
Yep, that's the one that I couldn't find.
Yeah, you had the lead right up until then, and then just like finding that last switch just was not working out.
Yep. Wham wham. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, whatever happens. Like,
God, this was such an exciting race, though, because, like, you know, at first, Ghost got, like, a bunch of squares marked off, but then Dom pulled back, threatened that bingo, and,
It's short for dominance.
there was that
Powerhouse.
block, and then Ghost started threatening a bingo, which, like, Dom managed to get the block on, and then there was another bingo threat.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Yeah, I was wondering if you were already in the food items. Did you rush to the food items, or were you already working on it?
So as soon as you got Mooncat, I was like, I'm gonna finish the boss just so I get credit for it, because I had a good amount of credit from doing other stuff. And then I tried to overgrow, and I said to myself, if I don't get this in like 1 or 2 tries, I'm just gonna go to food. And I fucked up. I went to food.
yeah, because you were right in there and then you left. That was really the only comment I had throughout the game in terms of like decision making. That was like, oh, I wonder if either of these players are not very comfortable with Overgrow. Maybe it's my bias with playing with Chaco so much, but I see that square when I play with him, and it's gone in the first like minute, and I'm like, well, there it goes. It's a very quick square, but it is tricky. It is very tricky.
Yeah,
Oh, Choco does that for fun. That's not even fair.
I know. His record is 70 something, but I was just like, oh man, I love going for that one too. It's so fast and fun. Like,
it is fast, but I think I don't remember which games I've been watching recently, but I just remember I could hear the commentators in my mind going, man, that Overgrow goal is really tough. I don't remember who was on commentating that. And I think just in my mind, I got in my head about it because I've only done it one other time. And I did first try it the other time I did it as well. So I guess I just lost confidence in it. But yeah, then when I picked it up first try, no problem.
Yeah, it is tough. It's just like, I guess you guys gotta be really like just slow and steady. Just like don't make any sudden moves that would jeopardize your run at all. Yep. It's funny because I'm not really a big Magic Garden fan, but like weirdly enough, that might be one of my favorite squares in Bingo, at least top 10, the Overgrow one. I think it's a very smart addition. I believe Spooty was the one who added it. It is a really good example of the game's mechanics that you otherwise aren't going to engage with mostly because you're going to be eating all the oppies like left and right.
Yeah.
It's cool because it really does make you play the game differently because you're basically just dropping off the oppies as quickly as humanly possible. So unless you're like a gold disc runner or something, then you're usually not used to that. So it's kind of fun.
It is really cool, and it doesn't require like a skill set that you don't already have. You know, like say for example, what would be a good one for that? Like, I can't think of one off the top of my head. But, you know, it's just the same as the base game. You're just in a different application. So it's really cool. Honestly, if I was to say anything about this match, I don't know how else to word it. There was like almost no mistakes really throughout most of the run. I don't think there was ever a point where you guys had like a crazy like, oh my god, like that happened. That sucks. I mean, you did the Velgress thing. You maybe died like once or twice on that. You went through that. The cherry disc was quick. Waldorf, you did insanely quick. You had a very quick reset at the beginning. Magic Garden, I know Dom had trouble with, but then he immediately quit out. Like, there was nothing major, unless I'm forgetting something, in terms of, like, just gameplay mistakes.
I think my only major gameplay mistake that I'm thinking of was, one, Mortal 2. You know, just not having that locked in, like, not having that set in. But I think having... when I went into Star Wasper for a bit, I should have. I knew that he had to be going for the top 3 on the leaderboard after Nimpek, so I really should have just not used my time on that and worked on something else.
Right.
But that's some level of metagaming that I do not possess.
Well, I was gonna say I wouldn't even necessarily say that's a like. How do I word this? I wouldn't even necessarily say that's like a gameplay issue though, really, because that's like a knowledge thing. I mean, if you just don't know where that Mortal 2 one, you can play like a god. You're never gonna find it. So even then, your execution, I should say, maybe that's a better word, was like on point. There were a few times where you guys lost like a little bit of time here and there, but nothing crazy major outside of like game knowledge stuff.
I know for me at least, I never got stuck in anything, right? I wasn't like stuck in reset, never pivot, never surrender hell.
And Onion Delivery, I say this because I love Onion Delivery, and not everybody wants to go into it though. That is a very volatile type of game. You either are really comfortable or really not. So it's great that you have that in your back pocket.
I cherish the hell out of that game. It warms my soul when I look at Onion Delivery.
So good.
It's delightful. I love
it. Watch my video and look at yourself, because you're gonna see the part where it says the average Woogie enjoyer, and it's the guy with the suit on looking like a complete beast. That's you.
That's me. All right, cool. Well, thank you both for jumping in and commentating this random little very legal match. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Extremely legal and really well played, Dom. You really are a great player. And I look forward to next season here.
Yeah, dude. I was just looking at the logs just now. It was crazy. You got 3, then I got 3, then you got 3, then I got 4. Like that was That was
It was-
such
it was kind of
a
crazy.
back and forth.
That was a crazy back and forth game.
Yeah.
It was like you were reading my soul when you were like,
You were
as soon as
both
I
racing
Yeah.
so many goals at the same time.
Yep.
the
Nimpack.
the Nimpack I think was the big heartbreak for me. Like
Ooh,
even
yeah.
more than that last losing that last square. I knew I wasn't comfortable in that, but I was like Nimpack, I can get these points. And then as soon as I saw that, plus I thought you maybe got stuck in Campanella 3, and then no,
I
you
made a
red
comment
roboted
about
me.
that.
I called it, dude. I did.
I made a comment about that. I was like, maybe that's the, maybe that's what Tom's trying to set up.
If the worst thing about this match is it's gonna make me start red roboting all over again. Even though
no?
even though in my last match before this, I should learn my lesson because I lost 2 squares because I was red roboting. So
Yeah, main
never
thing
fun.
is to get a system for like knowing when it's safe to do or not.
yeah.
Yeah, my thinking was like, if you see the Galbrain square, and you were like marking stuff off, so I'm like, there's no way you're gonna go for the other one. I'm just gonna leave it there, and maybe that'll do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It did. It like I don't think it would have changed my decisions, but you know, it definitely could have. You know, if it could have made me go into do something else because I assumed you would be in that space. So I think it was definitely worth not marking it off there. But
Yeah.
Well, as chat was saying, tears are fake. Tears are fake.
what?
Smo said tears are fake again.
Tears are fake. I don't know what that means.
There are no
They just
tears.
mean-
Like B tier, A tier.
The tear. I thought we were talking about like crying. I'm like, no, Smoke,
No.
my tears are very real.
Oh no! We have empathy here.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I
Tears
do.
are all like-
There's a heartless, cold environment of ultra competitive people.
The facts don't care about your Bing.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
it's-
Ghost, I just want to ask you though, if I didn't bingo, what else would you would have gone for?
That's a great question, actually, because I was really not sure where to go because I knew you were gonna beat me on bosses because you already had the Camp 3 squares on lock. Like I was like, he's already got some bosses there. He already has Elphazar locked in, so I knew I wasn't gonna go into that. I probably would have ended up either in Grimstone or Combatants. That's where I was gonna go. If I
Yeah.
blocked the bingo, where would you have gone?
I probably would have went probably Paint Chase, then Bosses, then Vanger.
Hmm.
I don't know, the rest of these weren't that bad for me, other than like, I don't know, Grimstone and Disconia and Combatants are kind of iffy.
I guess the
Yeah.
Amy square takes forever, but
What am I missing about Disconia?
Not forever.
Is the water
Oh, you
random?
You
Yeah.
have to do it. Like if you're going to be doing it off of a fresh save, you want to do it off of a quick match because it depends on the map. If you're doing it in a like actual campaigns or like
Oh,
a
that's
full
good to know.
lore.
That was great
yeah,
to know.
sometimes you'll load into a castle and there'll be no water, and you just gotta reset and
Yeah.
go back.
So- As long
Yeah,
as you do
I had
the quick match, then you'll actually have a chance at water.
And if you're
Yeah.
like Val from the other day, I think it wasn't even a week ago, with his game versus Frank, I believe it was. I think he had all 5 enemy discs drown themselves. It was either all 5 or at least 4. Like it was wild. They were just like launching themselves into the water.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, Disconia is kind of like, it's funny. It's kind of a goofy game sometimes.
As a
Yeah.
big board game fan, I like appreciate what Disconia is, but
Oh,
I don't want to see it when I'm playing bingo, man. I don't want to talk to that game.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with it in bingo. Like, that might be the game that if I had to say the biggest discrepancy between my comfort level casually and bingo is like that and Mini MX for me. I'm
Mm.
very bad at the game in bingo.
I feel like
It was
I'm the
4
opposite.
canvas? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Val had 4 enemy discs drown themselves.
wow.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mini and Max just never pops up for me in my bingos. I love Mini and Max. I've practiced all those damn goals so many times, and it just never comes up for me. I don't know what. It's just my luck.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have a game like that. For me, it's probably Valbury. I feel like Valbury's never shows up for me. At least in my practice games, I never get it. And I practice it. I practice it,
and I pray for days like that. I never want to see that game.
Valbury's.
Valbury's, yeah.
Yeah.
I never see Avianos.
No Avianos?
Oh, if you want to swap lives with me, I got you covered on that front. Actually, no, I've gotten more comfortable with it. I really like seeing the max out blessing on Ancestor one.
What's the strap for that? Do you just like go Brontor and just go crazy?
You just Brontor max, baby. Just bless up.
Yep, bless up.
Just bless up over and over and over and over and over and over again. What a wild game. Yeah, I mean, I said it already, but this was just so clean, and it was so like this is like a textbook bingo match to me.
Yeah, it felt very much like it wasn't like us figuring out the squares. It felt very much like there's a strategy. This is beating each other out. Like this was just you just outplayed me. Just an outplay.
Because like I'm thinking about it, it has everything you want in a bingo match. It started out with quick squares, which then you went into double synergy, had crazy synergy there. Then there was a bingo threatened. Then the bingo was stopped. Then another bingo was threatened. There was multiple races. Like,
and we get everyone out in time for dinner. So
yeah, it's like everything you want in a bingo match. Like it's very textbook example-y.
Yeah.
See, that's where I disagree. I think it would have been better if I won.
Not gonna happen. I took those Quibble steroids. I mean,
that's
mind.
right.
Humble as ever.
I
Legal,
forgot about
legal,
it. I forgot.
legal.
Legal bingo.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I swear to God, I was like this fucking guy when I just clicked off like the white P and you clicked Waldorf's Journey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the white P was very clean too.
Yeah, I was like, do I want to go into that? Because that's the safer bet. But I was like, whenever I see such like a deep synergy, like getting able to get a cherry disc, a gold disc, and like the puffins at the same time, I can't resist. It's just too juicy, and Waldorf is like a comfort game for me. So I was like, I just couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Now, would it have been smarter probably to go into Alphazar? Probably, but I couldn't resist. I could not resist.
Well, I think you made the right move going for the first thing you did.
Yeah, maybe.
You got 2.5 squares done.
That is
you
true.
Got the gold and that, and half the cherry one. So
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, wasn't without its good stuff. What am I saying? I don't know.
yeah,
I'm drinking a
and all that.
hard Arizona iced tea right now, and it is not very good. Can I tell you all that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if I was gonna be insulting. I did not like those when I tried it.
Dude,
Is it like
it's
the green
awful.
tea one?
Yeah, the green tea one.
Oh yeah, I did not like that.
Yeah,
I poured
I
it
was
out in the sink
And
when I had.
Yeah.
I think I've tried both the peach one and the other one, and it's like this is not. Very good.
It's not God's way. It's just bad.
Yeah, I'm not big on that stuff usually. The stuff I like is probably like a. What would I get? Like I don't know. If I'm ever gonna get something like that, I just get like an Angry Orchard or something.
Yeah, I'll usually just get like a Mike's Hard Lemonade or something.
That stuff. That's the one I was thinking of. That one's not bad. But even Angry Orchard is like that stuff tastes like candy to me.
That's what it's too sweet. It's just too
really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Stella cider.
Yeah, the Stella side is all right. I don't hate it.
I haven't had that. What is that? Or maybe I have Stella cider. No, I don't think I've ever seen this. It's like Stella Artois or Artois.
Yeah.
No, it looks cool.
Stella.
I haven't heard of this.
Let's get Val in
It's
here
hard
so
to
we can
get.
get the pronunciation correct.
Yeah.
Artois.
I think this is Artois. European style cider.
I love you, Val. I don't know if Val's in chat.
Shout out to Val.
No, I think
You know what?
right now.
Shout out to
Carrying the
Val. Shout out to Val sleeping right now. I hope you're sleeping well. Hope you have nice dreams.
Sleepy Val.
He needs to sleep for like the next few, however many months until the next serious league.
So he goes into like hibernation until his time arrives, and then
He's like a firefighter.
You just hear someone needs a caster, and then he just like runs to the scene.
Yeah, he slides down the pole in his house and gets to his desk.
Is that actually true? Is there like an off season for certain types of firefighters? No, right?
No.
I was like,
No, it's
surely
usually,
you can
like-
still have house fires during the winter.
I think it's like based on like the week. Like you get like
Interesting. Okay.
a certain amount of days on, certain amount of days off.
You know, the BBC at one point had to I don't know why this made me think of that, but they had to change the way that they did programming because they were having when they would air programs, every single like British citizen would go to the bathroom at the same exact time, and it was causing incredibly massive like plumbing issues countrywide. Yeah, so they had to change some of the programming on their thing. Because, you know, the BBC is a lot different than us over here, especially whenever this happened. I think it was like the 80s or something, but maybe even before then. But yeah, it's pretty
What?
wild.
So like BBC would come on and it'd be like, well, I don't want to watch this. Time to take a massive...
Well, no. When the ad break would come on, everybody's ad break would go at the same exact time. And then they had to change some of the programming. It's nearly identical to what happens in America, too, every year, where Thanksgiving... The most number of calls for plumbers is done on Thanksgiving because the Super Bowl bathroom break all happens at the same time. This is a real thing.
This is why I come to the Bingo League, to learn information like this. They say it's not educational. Here we are.
I got the random shit for days. Like, let me tell you. You want to know a random fact? I'm a weirdo. I got that. Wasn't that the plot of Flushed Away? Oh, maybe it was. I never saw that movie.
Dude, Throwback Thursday to Flushed Away.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I think that was the one that was computer animated, and it was not. It was like the first Aardman movie that was CG and not actual clay. I think. I could be wrong.
I think you're right about that. And it was not great.
Yeah.
My controversial
Come on.
opinion, the like GameCube game was better than the movie itself.
Oh man, the GameCube game.
You know who had great games? The Pixar. Why did Pixar make such good like movie tie-in game?
I think I had Traveler's Tales working on them, unless I'm thinking of something else.
Could be. I don't know.
Like the Finding Nemo game, I remember that one.
What about the Cars game, which is basically just better Forza? And everyone's too afraid to say it. It's better Forza.
I've never played it. I've never played Forza either, so...
Is it like a worse version of Big Rigs?
I think everything is a worse version than of Big Rigs.
Life is much better when you can reverse forever for infinite momentum.
Yeah! Dude, that game rules. Big
Oh yeah,
Rigs.
dude?
I can't believe a racing game put a BLJ.
It really did, though. It actually did.
I don't know.
For real.
Mod for
Yo,
big
we're clipping
rigs
through the
where-
doors with this one.
Mod for big rigs where every time you back up it goes Yahoo!
Yeah.
That was a really good impression.
He goes, yeah. Flies through the door.
God.
All right, well, like, thanks again for commentating. I'm gonna peace out here, but thank you all for watching. Just know that Dom cheated, and this race doesn't count.
Legal.
So-
Legal.
This legal race doesn't count.
No. Check my blood.
In Minecraft.
Somebody.
In Minecraft.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
Take care, everyone.
I was not blood doping.
Yeah, thank you for letting me commentate.
Yay.
Success! What a crazy game, dude. You must have been freaking shaking in your britches.
Dude, the mortal I am, because that mortal open tomb clear world 2, it's not that bad for me
It's free.
until I get to like the little Timmy spam, because that's when one, I have the most amount of nerves and I'm at like the lowest amount of lives, and I just don't know like an optimal way to get through that.
Yeah, you
I just
finished
kind
that
of do
with,
it on the
like,
fly every time.
5 lives.
The old Mario Maker level.
That was terrifying, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hop out as well. Thank you both.
Yep.
Yep, I'm done, GG.
All right.
GG.
Yep. Thanks.
Alright. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and send us over to my friend Chade, who's doing some Contra 3 for right now from the looks of it. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Or morning at this point, depending on time zone.